はい。じゃあ、神社とお寺、shrines and temples。まずは、uh, so first up is very important message, something to always remember. I think a lot of people um, I forget about this detail when they visit Japan, that that shrines and temples are important religious and cultural sites. So the same as Westerners, Americans, and Europeans would view churches and cathedrals. So they're very special places um, that you don't play around in. So you're 100% you want to go visit, but it's not a how do you say it's not a theme park, right? So yeah, so make sure to treat them respectfully. Jinja, so shrines. So if you ever look on Google Maps around Japan, the shrines will always be marked by the symbol of the torii gate. And so shrines follow Shintoism. So Shintoism is a religion that originated in Japan, and it's deeply connected to Japanese mythology and culture. And there are multiple gods in Shinto religion, and they call them kami. So essentially, there's kami for pretty much everything
そうです
on
ね。
some level. Yeah, there are definitely like more popular ones, um, like what is it, Tenmangu or Sua or Inari, but those aren't the only ones. There's I think I think I heard that there's like theoretically like millions of kami, something like that. Um, so so the structure, so the main building, the large building in the center usually or near the center, is called the honden, and and the object representing the god is called the shintai. And usually, the shintai is not open to the public. That's usually in a closed off area. But so you'll usually see just the honden, the building itself, but not the object inside. Usually out front, on the perimeter, there are they call them temizuya or chozuya, and that's where you actually use the water to clean your hands and mouth before you enter the shrine. And compared to the Buddhist temples, on average, they are simpler in design. And the other thing about shrines that's notable is the fact that shrines are many sizes. So they can be as small as they have like inside a house or a business. They can have a shrine that's the size of like a large book. That counts as a shrine. And then of course you have like the very large shrines that everyone sees, that covers, you know, a huge area. So that's the interesting thing about the shrines, is that there are also many different sizes and designs. Um, the other thing to note is when you're looking on the map for temples, they are marked by in Japanese, the word is manji, right? If I
いや、
remember.
万字です。万字。
Manji. Right?
はい。
And so at first glance, a lot of Americans or Westerners will probably think that this might be a swastika, but it is not. It's actually one of the original symbols of Buddhism, and it just happened that that uh, that Adolf Hitler was actually obsessed with Eastern religion, particularly Buddhism. So he wanted to copy the symbol. So that's actually where it came from. He basically stole the symbol for himself because he was actually if I remember, he visited like Tibet and other areas important to Buddhism actually several times. But anyways, that aside, so Buddhism originated in India, and from India it spread through the rest of Asia, so through China and Korea, and that's how Buddhism got introduced into Japan. Of course, it's dedicated to Buddha and his fellow Buddhist deities. So the main building is called Hondo or Butsuden, which usually has a statue of Buddha, and there's a lot of other side halls as well for either religious function or housing of some of the other Buddhist deities. Another common site at Buddhist temples is the koro, or the incense burner. It can vary in size. Some of the big areas have these giant bowls of sand, and you'll see the incense smoke pouring out from them. And they tend to be more like ornately decorated, and sometimes you'll also kind of spot like stylistically that they kind of have like a more like a Chinese influenced style to them as well. So when it comes to visiting shrines and temples, there's actually a lot of nuance to it. Now, I don't think most Japanese people would expect foreigners, especially Westerners, to know these. And there's a joke that a lot of Japanese people may not know all of these rules themselves. But the big one is for both shrines and temples. There is the main gate, which is on the perimeter of the area. And so for Shinto shrines, the center of the gate is actually a special area. The middle of the gate is actually reserved for the kami that resides at that shrine. And so you're actually never supposed to walk through the middle of a torii gate. Sometimes, as you see in this picture, they'll actually put up a small barricade so people to block people from walking through. When you're entering and exiting, you always want to stop at the gate. Pretty much like under the gate or near the gate is fine, but you always want to face inward. So when you're exiting, you actually turn around first before you bow. And you do that when you both enter and leave. Now, I prepared a video. This is actually recorded from my own trip. So this is purifying. So at the Chozuden or Temizuden, how you actually, the process for cleaning, purifying yourself. So I'll play a video right now.
They just started pouring.
Yeah. I try to get it like into that area.
So you never want to pollute the water in the bowl or the ladle. So you clean your right hand, and then you clean your left hand, and then you clean your mouth, and then you use the rest of the water to actually clean anything left on the ladle. And then that's actually how you do it. So let me go through it. So the first thing is that so the important thing is that you never touch you never pollute the water in the bowl, and then when you scoop it up, you don't pollute the water inside the ladle either. And then so you clean your right hand, and then after you pour it in your left hand, you actually drop the water, and then you get fresh water into your now clean left hand. and then you drink from your left hand. You don't drink from the ladle. You're not supposed to like put your mouth on it or anything. And then you just spit it out on the side. And then the last step, which is important one, is any leftover water. You want to actually lift it up so that the water, the clean water, washes off the handle, and then you put it back, and then that's it. So it's it's very intricate. But the thing, even if you get the order wrong, the thing to always remember is that you never want to pollute the water in the bowl. So I mean, I don't think nobody's going to like get mad if you wash your left hand first or your right hand first necessarily. I don't think that's as important as just making sure that you don't touch the water or nothing unclean goes into the water basin. So as long as you make sure of that, then in my opinion, you'll be okay. The next step
Good job, they just started
is
Get it
let
like
me-
into.
whoops. So next step is actual prayer. So a lot of people, so this is very famous in anime where people walk up to the shrine and you always see them clap twice. And that is part of the process, but there is actually also for this one, there is a very specific order to things as well. And so I'll play it through and while I explain it, and I'll play it back one more time. So first up is the coin, and then if there's a bell, you ring the bell, you bow twice, clap twice, then you pray, and then at the end of the prayer, then you bow one more time. And that's it. And that's the whole thing. So the thing to always remember is it is so it's always bow twice and then clap twice. That's the thing to remember, is that's how you start. Bow twice, clap twice. The significance of the bell, the reason why you ring the bell, you do the donation first and then you ring the bell. And you want to ring the bell before you pray, because the bell is supposed to get the attention of the kami for when you actually start praying. So that's the order of things. And so that's for Shinto shrine. Now, Buddhist temples are actually they're close, but there's some pretty big differences between the two. So with a Buddhist temple, it's okay to walk through the middle of the gate. And also the big thing is, obviously a Buddhist temple, the Torii gate is related to Shinto shrines. So a Buddhist temple will not have a Torii gate. The main gate is usually a large building. This one is, which one is this? This is what's the name of it? The big one in Tokyo.
稲荷大社
No. 大社じゃな、寺。
お寺か。東京に、
東京に、
東京
一番大きいの、名前は、
口三線口わかんない。
hang on. 浅草寺。
浅草寺。
浅草。はい。浅草。これは浅草。So, this is the incense burner, the large bowl right in front of the main building. So, in the background of the picture is actually the main gate. And unlike Shinto, you don't have to worry about like middle or sides, that doesn't matter. But same thing, when you enter and you leave, you want to bow towards the center. So the same thing, when you exit, you actually want to turn around and then bow before you go. If there's a large incense burner like this one, you can optionally purchase incense. But the one thing you do want to do is you actually want to stand next to the bowl the incense, and then you actually like wave the smoke over yourself, and that's actually how you purify yourself at Buddhist temple. Oh, I got this slide wrong. I said shrine. It's supposed to be temple. So this one is Byodoin temple. So so this process is the biggest difference is you do not clap at a Buddhist temple. You're not supposed to clap. So coin,
So
bow once, pray, and then bow, and that's it. There's no clapping, there's no bells, and you just bow once before and after. That's it. So it's much simpler than Shinto shrine. But the biggest thing to always to note is that the biggest thing is like don't clap. So many times that on my last trip that I visited temple, and all the foreigners, whether it's temple or shrine, they always clap.
そうですね。
They always clap. But if you wanna, if you're paying attention and you do see that it's a temple and not a shrine, then then you want to do the much simpler thing, which is just bow, pray, and bow, no noise. A very interesting kind of detail is what do you pray about? What do you like? Because for example, with Christianity, they tell you that they kind of tell you, oh, you should be praying about X, Y, or Z, or like things like that. Like they kind of give suggestions on what you should pray about. So when it comes to Shinto and Buddhism, there are actually also suggestions for there as well. So Shinto, when you pray at a Shinto shrine, the concept is that you're praying to make a direct request to the kami to give you some to like kind of watch over you or support something. When you're at Buddhist temple, it's actually more about reflection, since Buddhism really emphasizes meditation. So it's more about self-reflection, mindfulness, and reflecting on Buddhist principles. The common suggestion for when you're praying at Shinto shrine is you begin by thanking the kami for watching over you, and then after that you can either express gratitude, make a wish, or just show reverence to the kami. One of the tour guides was explaining to me that like if you do like a full prayer in Shinto, you're actually supposed to tell them like your name and address, your full name and address, so the kami knows where to find you to help you. But in this case, the simplified version is you just thank them for watching over you. For Buddhism, again, reflect on Buddhist philosophy, express gratitude, pray for well-being, or make a wish as well. Again, you don't have to do this, and of course when you're praying, like you're praying quietly, so it's not like anybody can say you're right or wrong for whatever you pray about. But if you want ideas, then this is an idea. For donations, there is no minimum donation amount. So it's actually okay to use 5 or 10 yen coins. That's actually not unusual, or it's not bad to use a 5 or 10 yen coin. And in fact, a 5 yen coin is a popular donation amount because goen sounds the same as the word for good fortune in Japanese. Also, both temples and shrines sell omikuji and ema. Pretty much all of them do, so because they want to raise funds somehow, so they'll all have different ways of different things you can buy. In closing, each shrine and temple is unique, and they are definitely a very special slice of Japanese history and culture. So even the small ones, or ones that seem out of the way, or even if they don't seem busy, you might find something interesting there. So, don't be afraid to explore and visit them when you come across them. Right.
おー、素晴らしい。いいですね。ブライアンさんは、たくさんお寺と神社に行きましたか？
あ、はい。
御朱印帳あります？
はい、御朱印。はいはい、ちょっと待って。2冊買いま
2冊。
した。
すごいですね。
最初は、これは、
うんうん
はい。そして、はい。
うん。わあ、たくさん。
はい。そして、その後で、新しいのは、です。はい。厳島。
おー、いいですね。
はい。
素晴らしい。
そして、これも。
すごいたくさんですね。
はい。
すごい。神社と、
そうですね。特に御朱印、そうですね。御朱印帳とスタンプのプレゼンかな。後で。
すごい。そうですね、そうですね。コディさんも行きましたか？神社とお寺は。
お寺に行きました。
行きました。
はい。京都で、
そうか。
What's the name of the popular one? I keep forgetting the popular one.
Wait, the one in Nara?
金閣寺
Kyoto.
Or Kinkakuji? Kinkakuji is the golden.
No, no, no.
清水寺清水寺。
Kiyomizu Dera.
So.
Yeah,
That's the temple.
balcony. Yeah, that's a temple. Yeah, that's the one with the balcony.
はい。そして、はい、たくさん賑やかです。
ですね。
でも、金閣寺も行きました。でも、の場所、人気場所の場所。
そうですね、そうですよね。たくさん外国人もいますよね。なるほど。じゃあ次は、ちょっと小さいところに行くといいですね。素晴らしい。
そうですね。はい、そうですね。佐賀県のホテル、私は佐賀県にホテルに泊まるとき、隣に小さい神社。
ありましたか？
ありました。
そうなんだ。人はあまりいませんでしたか？
そうですね。how do you say, そのゲームみたいな小さい、how do you say? Yeah.
わかります。
Just a tiny one on the roadside. はい。
そうなんだ。じゃあ、もう、門とか鳥居はない？
鳥居ありました。
そうなんですね。
そうですね。動画ありました。写真撮りました。ちょっと待って。はい。すみません。ちょっと、photos. No, not there. 待って。Let me find real quick. I don't know where it was. It was. この写真。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。これ。
すごく小さいですね。
はい。
面白い。
はい。
これも神社ですもんね。
はい。
ここでも御朱印は押せましたか？ありました？
いえ。
なかったですか？
ありませんでした。
そうか。
はい。
たくさん行きましたね。素晴らしいです。ありがとうございました。はい。じゃあ、レコーディングを再